Alright, where are we going, guys?
York!
Yeah, we've got about a 2-hour drive, haven't we?
Yeah.
And who's in the back with you?
Gracie!
She's on her first trip. Not so sure of the car. It's a good view up here, isn't it? What are you having, Is?
Sausage and a burger.
Max, how is it?
Ooh, sit on your bed. Sit on your bed.
How do I put this back up there?
Is it nice, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Max, is it good? Burgers for dinner. It's a bit foggy this morning, as you can see. Izzy, how was your first night in the camper?
It was good. Gracie was sleeping with us.
She was, yeah. She kept jumping on the beds, didn't she?
Yes.
So unfortunately, we've had some issues with the car. We were just driving down the exit of the White Gum Farm track, which is pretty good actually, and we just went over a very small pothole, and then we had a whole lot of warning lights come up on the dash, saying it needs a four-wheel drive service review, park brake review. All these lights came on the dash, so and the engine started to make a very unusual noise as well. So it's not looking good at the moment, unfortunately, for our trip, which looks set to end early. So unfortunately, that's it. Our trip's over. It's only day 2. The kids are devastated. So look, it's pretty disappointing all round. But not much we can do at this stage. Look, thankfully we have roadside assistance, so we've contacted RAC this morning, and a tow truck is on its way to grab the car and the camper. So it looks like we're heading back to Perth. I'll report back on the findings and the cause of the issue with the car. Hopefully not too serious. Not the way we wanted to go home, hey? So I'm just sitting here outside Mitsubishi Wanneroo. The car was towed here yesterday to see what was going on. The good news is it's been resolved, and it was actually a really minor issue that halted our holiday. So on the vehicle I have a iDrive, which is a throttle controller. Now somehow, I'm not sure how this happened, but it had come loose. So essentially the connection between the accelerator and the vehicle wasn't there. So that was what was causing all of the alarms to come on the car, and it also put the vehicle in limp mode. So a really minor thing, but during my checks at the time, I wasn't able to identify that. the first thoughts through my head were things like split intercooler hoses, which you hear is quite common on these modern turbo diesels. So I did have a look in the engine bay to see if there was any split hosing or anything had come loose. However, I did think that was very unlikely, considering I had upgraded those intercooler hoses quite recently. I did other inspections around the car to see if it could have been anything else, but obviously that didn't come to any eventuality. So in the end, we were forced to basically go down the route that we did and get the vehicle towed home. So I guess the issue that halted our holiday, it's a bit of a strange one. I haven't heard of that happening before. We have done several trips where we've been driving on corrugated roads and things, so obviously there's a fair bit of vibration going through the car, and the iDrive itself has a sort of a connection that clips in with the factory connector. So yeah, look, it had come loose. That's now been resolved. If it ever happens in the future, I'll know to look out for it. Yeah, disappointing that it ended our trip, but on the positive front, it's good that it wasn't anything major, and we'll be back on our way as soon as we can. It's certainly no reflection on iDrive or EVC. It could have been due to the installation process when putting the iDrive into the car about 12 months ago. So it could have been that it wasn't locked in correctly and it's just come loose over time. So I certainly like my throttle controller. I find it makes the car a lot more drivable. So it's just one of those things. Look, move forward now, and hopefully we'll have some trouble-free trips ahead.